This is Kyle Rittenhouse, who became a celebrity for all the wrong reasons. Kyle shot 3 people and killed 2 of them during the uproar of the Jacob Blake protests. The prosecution argued that Rittenhouse went to the Kenosha, Wisconsin protests with the intent to cause trouble and effectively act as a vigilante.
Had armed himself with an AR-15 style semi-automatic rifle loaded with 30 rounds in the magazine. The defendant had that gun that night, shot 8 bullets. That will not be in dispute.
The defense, on the other hand, claimed that he simply went there as a keeper of the peace and ended up acting in self-defense.
What are you doing there?
We're cleaning graffiti off of Ruther Central High School.
And were you getting paid to do this?
No, I was not.
And you see what the graffiti says?
Yes.
The trial began on November 1st of 2021 and lasted 2 weeks. This became one of the most controversial and high-profile cases in recent memory, hence becoming a celebrity for all the wrong reasons. During Kyle's cross-examination, as he began to give details on the moments right before the shootings, emotions get the better of him.
I was cornered from in front of me with Mr. Zeminski, and there were there were 3 people right there.
Take a deep breath, Kyle.
That's what I... That's where I run.
We're going to just take time for our break anyway. You can just relax for a minute, sir. We're going to take a break, about 10 minutes, and please don't talk about the case during the break. Read, watch, or listen to any account of the trial.
And it wouldn't be the only time that it happens. On November 19th, 2021, the jury acquitted Rittenhouse on all charges. The verdict was met with both celebration and outrage, with some arguing that Rittenhouse had acted in self-defense and others arguing that his actions were hasty and careless. It's safe to say that just like Rittenhouse, people were going to get emotional about the verdict no matter which way the scales tipped. This is Arthur Booth. He was charged with burglary, grand theft, fleeing and resisting arrest, but this is not the reason he became famous.
Okay, Mr. Booth, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you there. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh my goodness.
He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him and all the kids, and look what has happened. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
While he was standing in the dock, Booth was looking at Judge Glazer. At first, his mind couldn't quite place the face, but as he looked closer, memories flooded his mind. It was his former classmate, the one he used to play football with and passed notes to during math class. Tears welled up in Arthur's eyes as he struggled to contain the flood of emotions. It was a strange and bewildering moment, as if fate had intervened to remind Arthur of a time when life was simpler and the future was filled with endless possibilities. And in that moment, all he could do was cry, overwhelmed by the bittersweet memories and the uncertainty of what laid ahead.
Oh my goodness.
Good luck to you, sir. I hope you're able to come out of this okay and just lead a lawful life.
After 10 months, Booth was released from jail and he was reunited with the judge again.
He was released from jail after nearly 10 months. He caught a break, released on a court program. Glazer stood by waiting, along with his family, to greet Booth as he walked out of jail.
You got to take care of your family, try and get a job, stay clean. You're going to do something good for somebody else. That's what you got to
believe it. You better believe it. She's an inspiration and motivation to me right now. She just seeing Mindy is incredible.
What's even funnier is that the same judge recognized another defendant in her courtroom, recognizing Alan Glenn, who took the same Caribbean cruise out of Miami.
It's happened again.
What were you on, the Breeze?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
For the second time in a month, this Miami judge, Mindy Glazer, recognized someone who came before her in court.
Well, you had a nice cruise? I'm glad to be back to work. I had to watch 4 kids.
You was on a cruise this weekend that just passed?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see me dancing? I was the one
You were
dancing.
dancing, I was sitting upstairs in the shade.
Seems that the judge is connected to many people on the opposite end of the law.
Well, I thank you for your forgiveness.
There was only uncontrollable sobbing as Ralford and Jitmut's father embraced one another, proving that sometimes kindness does prevail.
This is Trey Ralford. He was charged for murder and robbery. Ralford and 2 accomplices lured Salahuddin Jitmut into their apartment where Jitmut was delivering pizza before being robbed and stabbed to death. What makes this case so intriguing is that the father of Salahuddin showed forgiveness to the man who killed his son.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do. Trey Alexander Ralford, I feel so sad for you that you have to be in this situation. I wish I could help you, as I help my son to be a good citizen. If Salahuddin were to be here, if he alive, he would forgive you. That's the way he was. That's the way he is. I'm not angry at you for being part of hurting my son. I'm angry at the devil. I blame the devil who misguiding you and misleading you to do such a horrible crime.
The whole courtroom was in silence. They couldn't believe what they just heard, but Ralford had something to say as well.
I'm sorry about what happened that day, but I do applaud you, because it takes a powerful man to know that somebody has hurt them and do what you get up there and say what you just said. I have a child. She is 4. And I can imagine the hurt, the pain from what you learned. Just tell us what I can do. Well, I thank you for your forgiveness.
This was an emotional trial. All the people in the court had tears in their eyes. Salahuddin's father approached Ralford with compassion. Emotional as it was, the judge had to give her sentence.
An incredibly horrible event happened that has changed the lives of 2 families forever. Nothing can fix it. I am going to accept the commonwealth's recommendation. Murder, 25 years. And I truly wish for you the very best.
Many will never understand how strong you have to be in order to accept and forgive such acts against your family. But this victim's father showed a strength that the people of the court will remember for a very long time.
I'll tell you, I'm not happy about today.
I'm just asking what's the total sentence, sir?
The total sentence would be for 13 years and 4 months.
So you just gave him 13 years.
13 years and 4 months.
After 3s, 4s, and 5s, though.
That's
How
right.
is this a justice system, right?
It's justice because I gave you more opportunities. I'm talking right now.
This is Zaire Duffy, a man with a rap sheet as long as the Mississippi River.
The state would ask that you sentence this defendant to the maximum amount of time allowed by law. He has been involved in a number of offenses involving guns, drug trafficking, high-speed chases with the police. He has no regard for society.
He was charged with everything from drug trafficking to gun possession, and to top it off, he led the cops on a high-speed chase while he was on parole, though it seems his bravery was going to be cut short. As he stood in front of the judge, Duffy knew he was in deep trouble. He started to plead his case, saying that he'd been trying to turn his life around and he'd been doing well, but it was all too little too late.
I was doing good, Your Honor. I really was. Your Honor, I was doing good out there. I was not selling drugs. I was doing none of that. I was trying to get my life on track, man. And this man just told me you're trying to give me 13 years. I'm not a monster,
that car the other day when the police were chasing you?
I was driving.
Well, I think I've had plenty of time to observe how you would behave after you left prison. I hung significant prison time over your head because the 8 cases you had in this courtroom showed to me that you were a potential menace to society. I gave you an opportunity. I gave you more than one opportunity. I gave you more opportunities than maybe I should have, because look at where we're here today. You put people's lives at risk, and I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore under my watch.
Though his act didn't resonate because the judge wasn't buying it at all, and neither was anyone else in the courtroom.
You concur to one another but consecutive to other cases. 3 years of optional post-release.
Where did those tears go from a couple of seconds ago? It's no wonder Duffy's in this mess. He's been playing with fire for years, and now he's finally got burnt. It's just a shame that he couldn't see the error of his ways before it was too late. Maybe, just maybe, this will be a wake-up call for him. Or maybe not. Not to mention, his sister's reaction isn't that great either.
Justice is this. Y'all say whatever y'all want to do whatever y'all want to say, call them all type of ends and everything, but everything's okay. Ain't nothing okay in here. 13 years for nothing.
Hey, did you know I made the news in the UK and Australia? What? Yeah, my lawyer told me I made the news in the UK and Australia. If you type in Grand Theft Auto on YouTube, my shit comes up first.
This is Ryan Stone, a man who took Grand Theft Auto to a whole new level by recreating the gameplay in real life. Stone stole a car with a 4-year-old in the back seat and then proceeded to race down the highway dodging police and civilians in a high-speed chase. He put hundreds of lives in danger as he rammed into innocent drivers, going as far as hitting an officer while he was attempting to deploy a spike strip on the highway. But wait, it gets even crazier. Stone stopped a driver on the road, threw them out of the car, and attempted to continue to flee. After an hour of wreaking havoc on the road, he was finally caught. And get this, he actually bragged about what he did on the prison phone, which is recorded, thinking he was going to make a ton of money on YouTube and become famous over the world. Talk about being a little delusional.
Who else do you know that's made the news in Australia, boy? Leslie, my lawyer, says that she's just hearing about it on when it's all taking place on KS 1075. And she goes, you know, if you Google or if you YouTube,
oh yeah, that's all over the place. That's what everybody says first. That's all.
But when he arrived in court, it was a totally different story.
That was within the first week of being arrested. Still coming off the drugs. I had everybody and anybody who was put around me. It was, pumping you up, and you kind of get into the environment and you'll swing set. And what they didn't play is the ones that do show remorse. What they didn't play is the ones that where you're sitting on the phone and you're crying so hard that you can barely speak.
It looks more like he is feeling sorry for himself rather than the traumas he'd caused others. He blamed everything on drugs, even the bragging. Well, now Stone can feel sorry for himself from prison for the next 160 years.